Good afternoon, everybody. Keep the video on. Good afternoon. So, preparation of machinery account was over. Next, we were going to prepare the depreciation account. Yes, depreciation account. Okay, so I told you depreciation account, it is an expense. We will be showing it in the profit and loss account. So what is the second journal entry? First entry was depreciation account debtor to asset account. What is the second journal entry? Yes?
Profit and loss account to depreciation.
Very good. Profit and loss account debtor, profit and loss account debtor to depreciation. Okay, so we are going to prepare depreciation account. Depreciation account is credited, credited. Come to the credit side of depreciation account. And what do we write there? By profit and loss account. And the amount for the first year was 4,500. Why? Because the machinery was purchased only on July 6th. And what was the first entry? Depreciation account debtor to machinery. To machinery. So here, depreciation account is debited. Come to the depreciation account, come to the debit side, debited to machinery. To machinery account, 4,500. Okay? Yes. So that was about 2010. Balance it. Both the sides are equal. No balancing figure. It is closed. Come to the next one, 2011. 2011, the same journal entry, but the depreciation is 9,000. Because 9,000 is charged for full year. Depreciation is charged for the full 12 months. 1 year. Okay, so 9,000, 9,000, both the sides. It is equal, there is no balancing figure. Now, in the question, you are asked to prepare it for 3 years. So, one more year, 2012, same. Machinery account, in the depreciation account is debited to machinery account, and also it is credited by profit and loss account. Those who have completed this, go to question number 3. If you have completed, just see question number 3. Keep the video on, everybody. Yes, Aman, Krishna, keep it on. Okay. Is it completed? Those who have completed, move to question number 3. Read it. Read and understand. Everybody completed this? Question number 2. Anish, is it completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Reliance Limited, that is the third question. Reliance Limited purchased a second-hand machine. Okay, it is a second-hand machine for 56,000 on October 1st. October 1st, and spent rupees 28,000 on its overhaul and installation before putting it to operation. So before it started functioning, there was 2 additional expenses. Okay. Now, it is expected that the machinery can be sold for 6,000. 6,000 at the end of its useful life of 15 years. So expected life is 15 years and it can be sold for 6,000. Moreover, an estimated cost of 1,000 is expected to be incurred to recover the salvage value of 6,000. So the scrap value was 6,000. We consider the scrap value as 6,000. But even during that time, some expenses incurred, 1,000 for scrap. Prepare machine account, provision for depreciation account for the first 3 years, charging depreciation by fixed installment method. Accounts are closed on. When is the accounts closed? December 31st. Accounts are closed. That means financial statements are prepared on December 31st. That means what is the accounting period? Which is the accounting period for Reliance Limited? Accounting period.
Ma'am, in text it is March 31.
March? Is it March?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody's text it is the same? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So we'll make it March. Or you can either make it December 31st to match it to my answer. Only thing is the calculation for depreciation will change. For when, is it purchased on October 1st itself?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes. Okay, okay. Let us calculate the depreciation. Then I'll let you know the date. Please see the calculation part. What is the cost of asset? Find out the cost of asset, please. How much is the cost? It is a second-hand machine and it was purchased for 56,000 on October 1st and 28,000 on its overhaul. Overhaul and installation. That means overhaul means it is for repairing, some kind of extra spent to make it ready. So what is the cost of asset? Okay, cost of asset is 56,000 plus 28,000. Now, regarding the scrap value, though they have said that the scrap is 6,000, but they have also mentioned that during that time, we will be incurring 1,000 rupees. Some expenses there. So scrap value is 6,000 minus 1000. So the net scrap value, net residual value is 5000. Okay, so the next thing is to find out the depreciation. Calculate the depreciation. Cost of asset minus estimated scrap value divided by $15. Alan Varghese, keep the video on and do the problem. Vishnu. Keep it on. Alan Varghese, you there? Okay. So you can make it December 31st, okay, in the question, because my answer, I have prepared the answer based on December 31st. So cut out this March and make it December. Yes, is that over? Now, what is asked to prepare? Which account is asked? You are asked to prepare machine account as well as provision for depreciation account. So from that, what you understand, which method is adopted for treating this depreciation in the books of accounts? Yes? Which is that account, Krishna? Which method is this? You are asked to prepare machine account and provision for depreciation. So which method is followed here? Is it charging depreciation against asset account?
Charging.
No. Yes, Rahul?
Charging depreciation.
No, because here you are asked to prepare provision for depreciation account. When will you prepare provision for depreciation account? It is in the second method. Look here. Methods of recording depreciation. We have two methods. Charging depreciation to asset account, creating provision for depreciation account. So, in the first method, is there any requirement for provision for depreciation? No need. So, in the question, it is clearly given to open provision for depreciation. So, when will you open provision for depreciation? It is as per the second method, creating provision for depreciation. Okay? I hope this much is over. Calculation part, depreciation. Yes or no? Did you finish this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So next, you are asked to prepare machinery account. Look at the machinery account. What is the cost? Cost of asset is 84,000. Yes. Okay. Machinery account. This is how the machinery account will be prepared. Why? We are not showing depreciation as charge against asset. So in the machinery account, only the value of asset will be shown. We will be showing the depreciation in another account, provision for depreciation account. So you don't have to deduct depreciation in the asset account. So the first entry is related to the purchase. Purchase of machinery. On October 1st, we purchased machinery, machinery account debtor to bank. So machinery account is debited. Okay, nothing has to be done in the credit side. Balancing figure becomes the same, 84,000. That you will bring it down the next year. And the process continues. Keep the video on. Once this is over, prepare the provision for depreciation. Write down the journal entry, okay, and try to post it to provision for depreciation account. Yes, what is the journal entry? Provision for depreciation. What was the first journal entry? What is the journal entry?
Depreciation account to provision.
Very good. Depreciation account debtor to profit and loss account. No provision for depreciation account. Okay. Depreciation account debtor to provision for depreciation account. Okay. So, provision for depreciation account. What is done in the provision for depreciation account? Depreciation account debtor to provision for depreciation account. So, tell me about this ledger. Forget about this problem. Depreciation account debtor. Depreciation account debtor to provision for depreciation. Correct? Provision for depreciation. Tell me, you are asked to prepare provision for depreciation. What should be done there? Provision for depreciation. So, you are going to open provision for depreciation. Provision for depreciation account. Okay. Now, what is to be done? How will you post it? Akshay, can you tell me?
Depreciation account should be in the credit side.
Here, correct? Depreciation account should be in the credit side. Is it correct? Pranav, is it right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it is right. Provision for depreciation account. Correct, Akshay. Very good. Provision for depreciation account is credited. It is credited. So come to the credit side and what you write there? By depreciation. Okay? By depreciation. Here is it. And here the changes. In the first year, how much is the depreciation? For the whole year, you got the depreciation as 5,267. Correct? How much is the calculated depreciation? 5,267. In the first year, it is purchased only on October 1st. We have purchased it only on October 1st. And the books are closed on December 31st. So, is it required to provide full depreciation? Not required. From October full month, October, November, December. Only 3 months depreciation should be provided. 3 by 12. 5,267. 5,267 into 3 by 12. That will give you this 1,316. Now, in your textbook, it is March 31st. Correct? March 31st. So, the accounting period will be April 1st to March 31st. Correct? March 31st. Then what should you do? From October till March. October, November, December, Jan, February, March. Then the calculation becomes into 6 by 12. Did you understand? No? Rahul, you didn't get?
No, ma'am.
See, in my question, books are closed on December 31st. Correct? So, the accounting period is from January 1 to December 31st. Okay? And we have purchased the asset on October 1. This much is clear? Okay. So, in the first year, that is in 2011, do we need to provide depreciation for the full year? No need, because we are buying it only on October 1st. So, count from October to December. October, November, December. 3 months. So, full year depreciation is 5,267. And for 3 months, it is into 3 by 12. Okay. This is according to my question. You said in your textbook, it is not it is not December 31st, it is March 31st. Correct? March 31st. Then, accounting period will be April 1st to March 31. Again, you have purchased the asset on October 1. And do you need to provide it for full year? No need. Only from October 1. So count from October 1. October, November, December, January, February, March. 6 months. Then the calculation becomes 5,267 into 6 by 12. Is it clear now? So I was just telling you the difference between these two questions. Okay? That's it. Now, as I said, we'll go for December 31. I just showed you the calculation. So, on December 31st, as we said, the journal entry is depreciation account, debtor to provision for depreciation. Provision for depreciation. Provision for depreciation account is credited. So, come to the credit side, we will write by depreciation amount is 1,316. Nothing else has to be shown. So, balance it. Balancing figure will come to this side. Okay. So, in the provision, as I said, what is this provision? We are setting aside, keeping this depreciation in another account. Yeah? I told you about the piggy bank. Just imagine this provision for depreciation as your piggy bank. Okay? So, you are transferring this 1,316 to this provision for depreciation. So, in that piggy bank, you have 1,316 rupees. Okay. Now, in the second year, again, depreciation account debtor to provision for depreciation. You are charging the full amount. The full 1 year amount is transferred. Full amount is transferred. So there is already 1,316 of the previous year, and this year, this means in 2012, you have set aside next depreciation 5,267. Balance it. So you will get the balancing figure on the debit side. Again, the balancing figure is brought down to the next year. So in the next year, 6,583. The next year depreciation is charged 5,267. Then again balance it. Yes, Alan Shibu completed. Okay, read the next question. Question number 4. Question number 4. Those who have completed, go for question number 4. Now the balancing figure will be again transferred to the next year. Stop there because you are only asked for 3 years. Yes, Pranav completed? Finish? Okay.